Good morning, students. Today we are going to discuss the topic control chart. Basically, control chart is a graphical representation or study how a process changes over a time in which observations are plotted. Actually, in control charts, what we have to do, we have to do to draw chart like for variable and attribute charts. In variable charts, we generally measure the quantity, and in attribute charts we generally counting the defects, confirming, non-confirming, pass, failure, etc. Okay, so in control charts we have to find three lines value. One is center line value, second is our upper control limit line value, and third is lower control limit line value. So you can see here there are three lines. One is center line, upper control line, and lower control line. And for that we have to on x-axis we have to draw the samples numbers value, and on x-axis we have to cut the value of sample number, and on y-axis we have to cut the value of particular sample number. So control charts are basically of two types. One is variable and second is attributes. In variable, like we have to measure the quantities, and in attributes we have to count the number of defects, etc. Basically our variable charts follow the continuous probability distribution, and our attributes charts follow the discrete probability distribution. So first we will discuss variable, and after that we will discuss attribute charts. So our unit is second unit is related to our variable chart. So variable charts are of three type. First is mean or x bar chart, second is range or R chart, third is S chart. And our attribute charts are also of three types: P chart, NP chart, and C chart. So first we will discuss about the variable control charts. Before that we have to first calculate the mean value and range value for central this variable charts. So suppose in this slide you can see that there are sample numbers 1, 2, 3 up to capital N, and in each sample number there is a sample size of small n, means our sample size is same here. Okay, small n, small n, small n. Okay, and after that for each sample number there is a particular value of mean, that is x1 bar, for sample number 2 x2 bar, for sample number 3 x3 bar, for sample number capital N x bar subscript small n. Also there is a range value r1, r2, r3 up to rn. Okay, so like this after that we will calculate the center line value for x bar chart, means our x bar chart is mean chart. So for that we have to calculate the mean value of our observation for each samples number, and we have the value of mean value for each sample number, that is x1 bar dot 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 up to x bar n. So how we can calculate? We can calculate like this: x bar equal to x1 bar plus x2 bar plus x3 bar plus dot 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 xn bar over divided by total number of sample numbers. Okay, same like this we can calculate the value of R chart, means now only we are going to calculate the center line value for x bar chart. X bar chart means mean chart, so for that we have to calculate the mean value for each samples, and after that we have to add that and divide it by the number of samples, that is our sample number, that is capital N. Similarly for range chart we have to add the value of every range value of the each sample number and divided by capital N. So like this we can calculate the value of our center line value for X bar chart, that is mean chart, and for R chart, that is range chart. After that, first we will discuss the X bar chart or mean chart. Now in this till now we can able to calculate the value of only center line value for X bar chart, also for R chart. Okay, and now we will discuss X bar chart. So center line value we already calculated for X bar chart, that is X bar, and X bar is equal to the mean value of each sample number divided by the total number of sample, that is X bar. Like this we can calculate. After that we have to find the upper control limit value. So for upper control limit value, the formula is X bar plus 3 sigma X bar. Like this we can calculate the value of upper control limit, and sigma X bar is the standard deviation of the process, and like this we can calculate the upper control limit value if we know the value of standard deviation. After that we can calculate the lower control limit value, that is equal to X bar minus 3 sigma X bar. Okay, after that our sigma X bar is equal to the sigma under root of divided by under root of small n, and our small n is sample size of each sample number. Okay, so we can put here the value of sigma X bar. So our upper control limit value is equal to X bar plus 3 sigma divided by under root small n. Lower control limit value is equal to X bar minus 3 sigma over under root small n, where sigma equal to R bar d2. So like this we can put the value of sigma in the values of upper control limit and lower control limit. So our upper control limit value will be equal to X bar plus R bar 3 over d2 into में under root n. Similarly lower control limit value is equal to X bar minus R bar into 3 divided by d2 into में under root small n, and here the constant, that is a2, is equal to 3 over d2 over under root n. So we can write it is as a2. I will tell you what is a2. So upper control limit value is equal to X bar plus R bar a2. Lower control limit value is equal to X bar minus R bar a2. Here a2 and d2 are constant whose values depends upon the sample size n. So now what you have to do, you have to first download the control charts value for constant, the constant like that is a2 and our d2, and these values basically depends upon the sample size, means depends on the small value n of each sample number. For different sample size, let us say 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, there is a particular value of a2 and d2. Okay, so you can calculate the upper control limit values and lower control limit value if we know the sigma X bar, or simply you know the range value. If you know the range value and you know the sample size, you can calculate the value of upper control limit and lower control limit. After calculating the upper control limit value and lower control limit value, you have to draw the X bar chart. For X bar chart, to draw X bar chart, you know the three values. Center line you already calculated, upper control limit value and lower control limit value. So in this you can see that we draw three horizontal lines. The lowest is lower control limit value, middle is center line value, and upper is upper control limit value line. Okay, so on x axis you can cut the samples number, that is 1, 2, 3 up to n, and for each samples number you have to cut the value. Okay, you have to cut the value. what is the value for that particular sample number. After that you have to draw. Suppose if this all values for each sample number lies between the upper control limit value and lower control limit value, we can say that our process is in control, otherwise our process is out of control. So here you can see that for last sample number, that is 7, the value is lies below outside the upper control limit value. So we can say that our process is not in control. So we have to take care for sample number size. If we rectify the sample number 7, we can say that our process is in control, otherwise our process is in out of control. Like this we can draw the X bar chart or mean chart for the process. Okay students, in next class we will discuss numerical on this.